Hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Emily in Montreal, where we look through all of the pictures I've taken and spend a long time talking about them, even though they're mostly just pictures of graffiti or like strange things that I don't understand. Like this one. This is some sort of graffiti. It says, love our homies, love for our homies. And I think it's associated with like a cafe that's in this building because it's got this like logo and C, but it seems to have some sort of like, journey type metaphor. I ran into this when I was out running some errands. I had to do my laundry and I had to figure out what to do with my trash. So I just wandered around until I found an area that had a lot of trash piled up already, and I thought, I probably won't get in trouble for doing this, and I just kind of tossed my trash in there too. This is my tourism advice. If you don't know what to do with your stuff, just find other similar stuff out on the street and put it with it, and that's fine. This was an odd combination of stores I saw on the way to these drawers. On top, a herb tea store, and on the bottom, a black metal themed tattoo shop. Good. These are some more shots of these like overhead light cluster things. Very pretty. I tried to kind of get like a bokeh thing going on here, where the background is a little out of focus and just glowing, but mixed results. This is a story that I like the name of because it's Ulysses, and I love the book Ulysses. And anyone who reads Ulysses for any reason, any motivation, monetary or otherwise, is a hero in my heart. Next we got this cat neon sign that I liked at this cat vet. I think this vet is only for cats, which is impressive specialization. Okay, so in the last video, I saw this advertisement that was kind of in the distance, and I couldn't figure out like what the hell it was talking about, that it just had these weird sound effects spelled out on it. But then I saw one that was close to me, and I could see that the joke here is that they just like spell out the non-articulated parts of lyrics, like the classic Zombie by the Cranberries, the one that Earl Sweatshirt says has no right being that good. This was a record store I passed. It wasn't open. I'll have to go back here at some point. It looked really good. Just wall after wall of records. This was like some sort of mural. I can't really tell what it is. A person in some strange costume. But this is all very near my apartment. Like, it's just swarming with stuff. This huge building too. This is some sort of administrative center. Looks old as hell. Looks like people go here to get executed. Just like very grim and imposing. We've got these huge ass icicles up here. Oh, fantastic. So then, I can't remember if this was before or after I did like my errands, but I went to this shawarma place. They had this cool art. There's this cool art across the street. It's very blurry. Why is it so blurry? I just take a blurry picture? I have a blurry picture of it. You can try to interpolate what it is. So I got this odd mix of food. I got an onigiri from the Gangnam Style Market, which is a Gangnam Style themed Korean grocery store. And I got onigiri and kimchi from there. And then I also got this shawarma poutine. And I know there's like poutine purists out there that decry all but, your traditional curds and gravy type poutine. But I love shawarma. And this was quite good, but like I'm learning that poutine for me has to be like a shared food. I really cannot eat an entire container of poutine by myself. Even if it's a small container, just psychologically, after I have some percentage of it, my body just starts rejecting it. And I ended up I ate this in like 2 batches, but I got there eventually. This is in the inside of the onigiri. It was like a bulgogi onigiri, like the Korean beef. It's very tasty. These were some strange tumbler things. You can put compost in these and then like rotate it, and I couldn't really figure out like why you would want to do that. But assumedly some purpose. Good wall of graffiti here. It's interesting to me that some walls get just like obliterated and there's like many layers of tags. And then like right over here you can see a perfectly clean wall. Why this wall and not that wall? Oh yeah, so I went... This is how I got the second monitor. The very exciting second monitor that I'm gesturing to, even though inherently you can't see it. Yeah, so I got the correct cable. And the store was pretty cool. They had all of these really old computers in this little display in the front, which I thought was neat. An old Commodore. The birth of video games and programmable personal computers. Yeah, just a really neat store. You could tell it was just like a hobbyist type shop. It was totally independent. And right down the street from me, so I thought I would check it out. It was a nice church. Good big window. Not stained glass, but whatever, you know. They're saving up for it, maybe. Some good graffiti. I don't know what this means. Le Quebec un pays. I don't know. I hope I didn't say something really rude in French just now. Also, this symbol. I've been seeing this symbol in a few spots now. It was in the graffiti that I photographed that was like at the top of the subway station on the outside of the glass. So I don't know like who this is or what this means. But I feel like if I keep investigating it, I'm gonna get Epsteined or something. This is just a random convenience store that I walked past, and I noticed they had the Dieu du Seal that my friend was really into. And it's just really neat that like a random ass convenience store can have dozens of microbreweries represented. Places that might only sell to like 5 or 6 stores total, putting out, you know, a very small run of beer with each batch. And you can just buy them, like in stores. In Ontario, we don't have anything like that. Like, you have to order online from the sites, or you have to go to the brewery itself. Because the only place to buy alcohol in Ontario, outside of a few grocery stores, is like the government-run, very official, very high standards type stores. This was the laundromat that I did my laundry in. It was fine. Had a real dismal kind of feel to it. But, you know, they had this sign. I don't know what this means. Just the fact that it was stuck up with like tack and it was like hastily scrawled in like Sharpie made me feel like it was important. But I have no idea what it means. Farine et vanille. You gotta think this means vanilla. What else could it mean? I don't know what this means. But it's something and vanilla, and it's just on the wall. Like, why? I saw this American Apparel sign, and I was like really shocked because I thought Ami Appy had gone out of business like years and years ago. And then I got there and it was out of business. It had been shut down for a long time. But you can still see the signature Ami Appy Helvetica list of all their locations on the wall. So that was a little, I don't know, a grim reminder that eventually everything you know, even if you're not particularly fond of it, will die in a way that makes you feel a little bit regretful. A little bit nostalgia for that Towlin type Ami Appy poetry era. This was a supermarket I went to. It was pretty cool. Again, I just really like these storefront shots where they seem like so warm and full of light. And just in this like nice contrast to the bleak city at night around them. Oh, and then I stopped for dumplings. Okay, so this must be a different day. There's no way I got the shawarma poutine and the dumplings at the same time. That was 2 different days. I got disoriented because I didn't take any pictures during the day, I think. So it was just like one long night. Anyways, I got these dumplings. I got these pan-fried ones. I got them to go, but you can see them. They're being delivered by a robot. And when I was like checking out and getting my takeout, I was like, yo, can I take a picture of your robot? And then me and another person eating there just like chatted about how great the robot was for quite a while. How impressed we were. It spoke French in this like chirpy little robot voice, and I had like no idea what it was saying. And just because of like the context, I think, and like, you know, associations with that type of robot voice, I thought it was speaking Japanese, and I tried to like parse it as Japanese, and I got very, very disoriented. I got this bottle of bougie chocolate milk. We're always buying this brand of bougie chocolate milk in Waterloo called Ebby Farms, and it's fantastic. So whenever I see any of these other like glass bottle chocolate milks, I'm like really curious. It was okay. It wasn't that good. It wasn't like a creamy chocolate. It was like a nice creamy milk, and then also just like the taste of chocolate. but they weren't like congruent. They weren't, you know, melding with each other in a way that I liked. So kind of meh. Definitely not as good as Abbey Farms. These were the dumplings I got. They were fantastic. I got shrimp and pork and leek. The way they pan fried them was really good, that you get these like crispy edges. I don't even know how to do that. I've never been able to do that with dumplings. I guess it's just like they put some sort of fat in instead of just oil. They must. It must be some sort of like butter based. I took a selfie because everyone on the Discord server I was in was posting selfies. So I jumped on the wave. This is Gorilla Munch. This like big meme cereal. If you've ever seen the famous La Monkey face, the one that's Jimmy's are being rustled, that comes from Gorilla Munch. Unfortunately, they've changed the branding since then, so now you just get this cute little chimpanzee boy instead of the really upset-looking gorilla. But it actually kicks ass. Like, you don't just buy it for the meme. Or maybe you buy it for the meme, but you keep buying it because it's actually just really good cereal. More graffiti. I really like the lighting. I like how kind of rugged and raw this area is. I remember I was out with my friend. It might have been this night, actually. I'm getting, mixed up on which day various pictures were taken, but we were out walking around, and we saw some weird-looking graffiti. It said Nixon. And he's like, I think that's just a coincidence. I don't think that has anything to do with Richard Nixon. And he said, yeah, Montreal graffiti is, like, famously terrible. I was like, what? I guess I'm just wowed by any sort of big city graffiti. But I don't know. I think I've seen some good ones. All right, yeah, so I met up with my friend. He had gotten this thing called the Commune Auto. So this is a service that I think is probably in Toronto now, but isn't super widespread yet. And it's like the next evolution of like car sharing type services, where you don't even have to book a car anymore, and you don't have to go to any like central location. You just check the app. The app shows you nearby Commune Autos. You just go to the car and unlock it with the app and start driving. And then you just leave it wherever. It's so convenient. My friend seems like not reliant on these, but he's always eager to just hop in the Commune Auto if it's helpful. So we picked up some food, and then we just hopped in the Commune Auto and drove back to his apartment. And driving in Montreal seems just as nightmarish as I thought it would be. But my friend was very used to it, used to parallel parking, used to pedestrians just roaming the streets, used to other cars making sudden lunges whenever they see the opportunity. So I was impressed, also terrified. I would never drive here. So we got this poutine that was like swimming in gravy. The gravy is almost breaching the edges of the box. It was the same friends that I was eating with before, if you recognize the table. Yeah. We got a hamburger and a hot dog as well, and then we just like cut them up, split them all. The hot dog had like pickles and like Thousand Island dressing on it, which was interesting. And it's served in like a brioche slice of bread instead of a bun. And I think these are all like Montreal traditions. The place we went to was like a institution type place that had been around for like 50 years. So I assume there's some sort of tradition being represented here. But it was very, very good. And the burger had like coleslaw on it, which I'm noticing is pretty popular. And then we had this, this is mostly just so I could remember the name of this brewery, because this beer was really tasty. This is a good IPA. And then my friend, she had mushroom identification books. And I really wanted to show my friend that's like really into foraging and stuff. He's like, yeah! So now the next time she's in Waterloo, we might try to coordinate a foraging adventure. This was in the train station that I was taking on the way back. They have this weird, like, zodiac, occultist, bizarre diagram thing. You don't listen in your heart. You don't listen to the earth. The echoes of the sky and something, and the humans do it walk. What? I don't know what this means. But yeah, it was pretty cool and kind of scary. This was just some more odd art, question mark, something. And then I saw these peanuts that said 1984. And I had no idea why they said that. But I was very amused. This feels like you could use this as like a reaction in some sense. Good reaction image. This was back at the train station. I went back to the train station for some reason, and I noticed the ceiling looked kind of interesting, so I took a picture. Wow, why did I go back to the train station? Why was I taking a picture of the arrivals board to send to someone else? Oh shit, it's because someone came to visit me.
Hello. Hello, Keats to YouTube.
So this is Cole. You may remember him from a Little Tree review, or a couple Little Tree reviews.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think like Kevin and Sarah watched this, so hello to Kevin and Sarah. I haven't met Sarah, but hello.
So yeah, this is a friend of mine. I was like, do you want to come to Montreal?
I was like,
yes.
yeah.
And
free?
now we're in Montreal. So what do? We got delivery. I got this burger.
Yeah, we got these delicious burgers. We watched one of the smartest films to ever tackle the issue of Jeffrey Epstein, The Scary of 61st by the great Red Scare Dasha Nekrasova.
Dude, I didn't even process right until now that their podcast is called Red Scare, and they made a movie called The Scary of 61st.
They both have the scare in them?
Yeah.
Is that a connection?
Well, it's like, even if it's not intentional, they must have realized at some point, hey, this word is in both things. No?
I guess.
Well, okay. Well, I
understand.
The thing that
this is like, whoa, this is crazy.
It is a little, okay. What's crazy about it for me is that The Scary of 61st like doesn't make any sense in like the English language as a title.
Yeah, I guess.
Right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be called like The Haunting of 61st or like The Terror of 61st?
Well, I think that's just part of the package of like it clearly being aware that it's just a nightmare trash film.
Oh man,
it's awesome.
It is awesome though. If you want to watch a nightmare trash film, it's like top of the pack.
If you ever want to go deep on what Jeffrey Epstein was doing on that island, don't watch it. You're not gonna get any answers. But for everyone who's enlightened and just loves genius low budget cinema, this is for you.
But you should watch the Jeffrey Epstein YouTube conspiracy documentaries first, so you know going in the lore. Nah?
You just need to know he was like a pedophile on a pedophile island, I think.
And you should also know that Dasha is... so it was written, starring, directed by this woman, Dasha. I can't remember her last name.
Nekrasova. I don't know if that's how you say it. So if Dasha sees this, I'm so sorry.
Don't start beef with us, because this
lady
lady
to get owned by Varg on Twitter. is
constantly starting beef on Twitter. She got into beef with Varg Vikernes, the black metal musician. That was my favorite one, but
that was awesome.
Many such beefs, and then she made this weird horror movie. It's just beautiful. Anyways, and the burger was good too.
Yeah, the burger's really good.
And then we also got, it came with coleslaw. Thoughts on your law?
Oh my god. It's fucking lame.
Oh god. Oh man.
I come on your show. You say shit to me that I heard in like grade 3.
Yeah, but...
You come here to ruin my life. I don't eat coleslaw anymore. I actually really like it, but cabbage doesn't always agree with me. So I have to be careful. Especially when I'm traveling, I try not to get sick when I'm not at home, so...
No, that's smart. Maybe... Okay, because I got a little sick today. I felt really acid refluxy when you're out walking. And maybe it's because I ate so much freaking coleslaw last night.
It is not because you ate so much coleslaw. There's like a very obvious answer to why you got sick, and we're going to get to it.
That's the...
And I'm going to put you on blast.
The thrilling lead-in. Why did Emily get sick? Anyways, we also got poutine. This is like Montreal-style poutine. It has like smoked meat. Pickles.
That was pretty good.
It was
tasty.
Good. Yeah.
I made the leftovers for breakfast this morning. It was pretty good. And we also watched the wrestling match.
Ooh. Yeah, we've been watching quite a lot of wrestling. Probably in the last few days, I've seen more wrestling than I had in my life up until now.
You've seen 2 matches.
Yeah.
You're going crazy.
Yeah, dude, I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
So this was today. We headed out for some exploration, and there's this like signpost little girl
Oh yeah, it was like, please be slow.
Please be slow. Don't
slow down for my safety.
Because, I'm playing over here. But I just thought it was weird because it's just gonna get like sprayed with like sludge and stuff from the street. And it feels like a prime target for graffiti. I don't know. She just felt too vulnerable out there. I felt bad for her. This cardboard girl.
The cardboard Quebec child.
She didn't need that. This I took a picture of because I couldn't really understand what was going on here. I don't know if you noticed this. I don't think I pointed it out.
Mm.
There's like a building that's just missing. And there's like building guts.
Damn.
I think this is insulation, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Just raw insulation.
I feel like they couldn't just expose the insulation like that, though, could they?
Yeah, you would think that would like destroy it, right?
I feel like this has got to be like that's like some kind of outer layer.
I
don't know anything about making buildings.
I don't know either. This is what happens when you get put on the Keith's YouTube channel, is that I just start trying to figure shit out without knowing anything. And you're called to commentate on what is this material. But then sometimes I do this and Kevin will write a comment and tell you exactly what it is. So it works out.
Kevin's way smarter than me.
He just knows a lot of shit.
Kevin knows stuff. I don't know anything.
So that was strange. This was, so you said something I thought that was really funny this morning. We were talking about how there was really good weather. And you're like, yeah, it's a great day to get out exploring. And then you went, let's go to an anime store.
I was told there were several great anime stores here.
Yeah. And Montreal, famous for having tons and tons of weebs. French people in general, just huge weebs all the time.
But no fucking Nendoroids anywhere.
Yeah! That was so weird. I think I saw like 5 totals.
And I was mad about it. I don't own a single one.
It's just the mark of a good anime store, that they got a healthy Nendo selection.
This place was good though.
They were all pretty good, I think.
This just sold like manga though.
Yeah. This one was big manga focus, and French I think manga. I took some more pictures, so you'll see.
French BL.
This is something we bought there. It's a series I really, really like called BL Metamorphosis, and I bought it en français, so I can perhaps learn to parler français and only be able to talk about BL.
Only be able to talk like a 75-year-old woman who loves gay boys.
Yeah, that's the premise. She's 75 years old, and her love for BL has just awoken. Oh, good point, yeah. Alright, so we went in here. I liked that they had a genre section called Isekai Harem Romance.
Shout out to Martin. His
Shout out to
favorite kind of anime.
But yeah, good store, well organized. And then they had a classroom kind of zone where they do like manga drawing courses. They have this example from an Urasawa manga, maybe 20th Century Boys. Gurima-san. I don't know. Could be anyone. So yeah, I thought that was really cool. You can actually, level up your weebiness and start drawing this shit.
Looks like the guy from, what's that show called, Monster?
Yeah, that's the same artist.
Okay.
Yeah. It might be from Monster. All of his characters look a little similar. You can see here we're learning to draw a face. Good, easy. This was like a wall of like fan art. I thought this was really cool.
Yeah, this was fun.
Got Mob and Reagan.
Yoshikage Kira.
And just drawing what's on the wall. Good selection. This guy is like making Naruto OC, I think.
That kicks ass. That's awesome.
This is a 13-year-old, I think, that came in
Legend.
and drew his Naruto OC. I love it.
Is that 2B?
Oh, maybe. The hair looks kind of right, yeah.
Yeah, like the headband and shit. I haven't played that game. Oh, Aiden's favorite show, Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, shit, that's Aiden.
Shout out to my guy.
Making it through.
Who's that? Is that like Mutsuki from Tokyo Ghoul?
Where?
It's that chick. That's the chick with
This
the eye
one?
patch.
It's interesting art style. See, this is not to put Cole on blast, but sometimes you really gotta travel with Ashley so she can just flex on everybody and draw something like amazing.
I don't come into this anime store in Montreal, not speak a lick of French, and then just also be like, oh, these drawings would suck. These people are shit. It seems mean. That, like, children come here to express their love of this thing that they're probably bullied for at school.
Okay, it's mean, But sometimes art requires meanness. To make a masterpiece.
They're not even here. They're not going to hear your feedback.
There's more here. I don't know. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm more just complimenting Ashley, who won't watch this. She's even better. I like this guy. I don't know what's going on here, but it's cute.
He's a funny little guy.
Kind of Final Fantasy looking. Ooh, yeah.
That's one of the chicks from My Hero Academia, right?
Yeah.
The Pussycat Dolls or whatever. That's
that's
hero
a
musical group.
I like that it's like 3 girls and then the big like burly guy.
Yeah, the really jack guy.
Yeah.
That guy's awesome.
He's just there too.
Bar fans, shout out to Stephen Yee.
Shout out to Stephen Yee. Also probably not watching this.
Another person I've never met.
Well, yeah, that's right. You weren't at the big crossover party.
No, I don't.
Where Stephen met a bunch of the Zoomers.
I think I was sick.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah.
I think it was
because it was like a last minute.
Got sick.
Yeah. I still haven't met Aiden. I haven't had the Aiden crossover yet. Yeah. This was the bathroom. I love this. And then I told Cole about my genius idea to make a shower curtain that's all just manga panels.
So you can read manga.
So you can read manga when you're shitting. I was actually working on that for a while. Like I was collecting pages that I was gonna put together in the collage. Not like physical pages. It was like a digital site where you can make a shower curtain. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. You know, sometimes you don't want to look at your phone. You gotta look at something else. This was Gengar Pumpkin. Inexplicably here in February. Good. Then we're heading off to the next place.
Hold on a sec. You forgot to mention a really important part.
Oh, did I?
In that store that you bought tuna onigiri.
Tuna salad onigiri.
And the woman in the store, very lovely lady, very kind, told you when you ordered it, oh, okay, so you're going to have to wait 12 minutes before you eat this.
Yeah.
And you went, whatever. And after like 6 minutes, started eating it. And then got halfway through it and then went, oh, I think I'm going to puke. And then just started like ejecting slime out of your mouth.
Okay, I think I took a picture of the onigiri. Maybe. It was cool.
That was me.
Wow. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Oh, I meant to go to this store later. It was because I saw this store, but I still had my onigiri, and I'm like, I don't want to go in there with the onigiri. I'm going to start eating it now, so I'm free to go into any other stores. Did I not? Yeah, here it is.
There's a picture.
Yeah, okay.
That's the culprit. So also you bit into it, and we're like, what? They used white people rice. This isn't even sushi rice.
Well, it wasn't. It was the wrong texture. It was like really.
You're gonna disrespect the creation of it, and then you're not gonna follow the rules set out for you. And when that happens, you just start like creating slime out of your body, and you're like, oh, I feel ill.
And you even said, "Yo, you're gonna get sick. Don't blame me if you get sick. Like, don't." And I said, "Well, if I get sick, I get sick." But I got so sick. I had some sort of weird reflex thing happen. This has happened to me a few times before. Oh, it's Patrick's Pub. Shout out Patrick.
What's up, dude?
I don't know if he watches these. Probably not. He watches some Keith's YouTube videos.
He likes to watch the top 10 lists and stuff.
Okay.
He's like on my level. Where I also like to watch top 10 lists.
A casual fan.
Yeah, because I've not seen any other episodes of Emily in Montreal. I like skim them.
I think the biggest fans right now are like Kevin watches like every video that comes out. I think Sarah watches quite a few videos. Shout out Sarah if you're watching.
What's up, Sarah? Maybe I'll be in the thumbnail for this, and then Patrick will watch it. And I'll be
you'll
like,
get baited.
What's up, dude?
You'll get baited. He wants to see his buddy. This was some street art. I'm taking all these pictures, but at the same time, I'm having extreme gastric distress.
Yeah.
It was bad. And then we went home again, and we just kind of chilled out for a bit until my stomach stopped hurting. And then maybe like an hour later, we watched.
We went home, watched every episode of MD World Peace.
It's like a good mid-afternoon break.
It's a nice palate cleanser, an hour of Sam Hyde.
Just committing like terrorism on Adult Swim. And then we headed out again. There was like another cluster of anime stores. We took the subway to it. Yeah. The both trains were here at the same time.
This subway is pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I was told by my sister that the Montreal subway was like rickety as fuck and just like a nightmare.
Really?
Which I guess maybe these are like new trains, but this isn't like such a smooth ride. This is like smoother than Toronto subways. It doesn't like jerk as much when it stops. It's way easier to keep your balance.
And it's like the breeze you get on it. I don't even know what causes that.
Yeah, that part's...
But I find that really nice.
It's like kind of annoying because it's so loud.
It is loud.
I like my subway's quiet.
And we procced the video game trivia screen.
Oh yeah, the gamer trivia.
And again, I don't really know what this is talking about. I think it's talking about how Samus didn't have voice acting in Metroid Prime.
Yeah.
But then Jennifer Hale
did
narration. Never used. Whoa.
Oh, okay.
That's interesting trivia.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure Jamai is never utilisé. And then they followed it up with more Metroid trivia.
Yeah, something about Metroid
Fusion.
I bet Alex knows this.
He probably just knows and then can immediately like pattern match it to French. Shout out Alex. Probably not watching this.
Also, guys, not watching this.
None of my friends support my YouTube career.
They support it from a distance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't really know what this means. A special message from the developers appears on the screen if you do something.
If you do some shit, some Sector 4 exploit.
Ooh. Yeah. Bogue du Dieu? What? Alright. And then, I think it was a triple set of Metroid-related trivia.
About like a developer debug mode.
Okay, so this one I actually do remember. This was discovered on the TASing videos site. That there's like a button combo that you hold while going through a specific door. And they only found this by like reverse engineering the code. And it just gives you like every item in the game instantly. And they figure it's like a debug code that they use to help like, test stuff in the game. And then there's a huge debate around whether this should be allowed in speedruns. Because it's like in the game, but it's kind of just like a cheat code, And I have no idea why they've chosen to tell you this on the subway platform. When this is like very, very niche, very useless information.
You should cheat in video games always. I think that should be the community take in the speedrunning community.
Cheat as much as you can. You're morally obligated to. But just imagine being this lady and being like, yes. Debug mode in Super Metroid. This was... Oh yeah, we got off at St. Hubert Street. And it's like actually, that's where the name of the food company comes from, I think. Because they had this big St. Hubert mural.
Chicken.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good chicken. We gotta have some on here. This is more graffiti. Or this is like more a mural, I guess.
The plant.
What's going on here? The plant is getting spied on by the camera.
It's whistling a little tune.
So, but like, it seems like the plant is up to something too. It's got this little happy spray paint can. Bless you.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
That was like a wind-up one too. I felt that one coming.
McDonald's.
We got a good McDonald's here. We got police, please. Dome?
Police give me dome.
Police give me dome. Must be what that means. There's nothing else it could mean. This I thought was very strange that this A&W had just painted gay Uber Eats on their window. I guess to show that you can order it from Uber Eats even though you're like standing across the street from it. Strange. More dome police, by the way.
I just want dome from cops. That's all I'm asking for at all times.
Just trying to cop some dome from cops. This was a store. Okay, this was funny. We're looking for a particular anime store that was called like Otaku World.
Planet Otaku.
Planet Otaku. And we saw this store across the street. And I'm like, oh, this isn't it, but like we should hit this one too. And we like went way further and we never saw Planet Otaku, and I was like very confused. And we're like, oh, maybe it's on like a side street or something. But it's actually directly behind us while we were taking this picture, and we just didn't notice it at all because we were looking at Le Geek Stop. But this store was pretty crazy.
They look like poros from League of Legends.
Wait, I don't.
These guys.
Is that? I don't know. League of Legends anything.
Yeah, that's
League
good.
of Legends
that's
has like a mascot character.
The kind of it's just these like little fucking pieces of shit that are on this one map.
I know
that you can like feed cookies to, and that like it explodes if everyone on your team gives it a cookie. I haven't played League of Legends in like 5 years.
All I know is Techies. Techies is like a cute one. Where's that Dota? I have no idea.
Are you thinking about Teemo? It's like a little raccoon figure. Oh god, no! I should have not brought it up. Now we're talking about League of Legends.
Oh no, this is the guy I was thinking of. That is the one I was thinking of. What is Techies? Techies is a Dota character. No, it's a type of Dota character.
It's a trio of Dota. Squeeze, Spleen, and Spoon.
And I think... okay, alright, forget it.
Okay,
no more MOBA talk.
Yeah, moratorium on MOBA talk.
It's one of those subjects that I've never once intentionally learned anything about, but you just like absorb information and then you just regurgitate like nonsense.
Yeah, I just played it for like 5 years and it made me retarded, so now I have to bring these facts up.
Yeah,
because I just do like the Leo point and I'm like, oh, I know what that is.
Whoa! League! This is exactly what I'm doing right now with the game that made me R-worded.
You were so excited.
This freaked me out. Like, we were just wandering around. This is yet another geek-type store. I turned the corner, and there's, like, a Melee setup. And there's no way in the world that this is not a Melee setup. Like, they have this swagged-out rare controllers. They have this, like, custom-modded GameCube. They have the shittiest, tiniest CRT imaginable, which means they're Melee players. I don't know. I'm like haunted by this. Like
this was the card store.
This was mostly a card store, and I really wanted to just start going around asking like who plays Melee here. Does somebody want to like throw down?
I would have not appreciated that while I was with you.
You could have just left. So here's the keys.
Go get lost in Montreal. They have the My Hero Academia sleeves.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
I should have got some of those. Honestly, that was like pretty funny find. It's no Buffy sleeves. The Buffy sleeves are.
The Buffy sleeves are maybe the best Magic product any of us will ever get. But
it's like the only good thing anyone ever sells.
All of these stores were sub Buffy sleeve. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I could have money matched somebody. I should have made like $20.
What else is in the store? They had like Funko Pops.
Everywhere had so many Funko Pops.
Nothing but Funko Pops.
The era of Funko Pops will never end. The reign of terror.
This place had the like 2 One Piece figures that were just VV in different outfits.
Oh yeah.
Those were the only One Piece figures they had.
Oh man, I don't think I took any pictures in that really weird store. The one that had like weird porcelain Chinese antiques, and then also like a bunch of bootleg merch. And then like a huge section of just old Chinese manga. That place was crazy.
Just a bunch of manga translated into French.
Yeah, lots of French manga too. This is a big no-face, Spirited Away man. So yeah, this is our trip back when we noticed that across the street, you can see it in the reflection.
Oh yeah, the big Luffy.
We could have like seen it.
We're the dumbest people alive. There he is.
There he is. We got my picture taken with him. I'm trying to do the same pose. Nicole, the different pose. Planet Otaku. This place, I guess we didn't take any pictures in there. It was like mostly figures, but like almost zero Nendroids, which just blows my mind.
Oh yeah, no, that was the place with all those ReZero.
Oh yeah, there was like a whole REM shelf.
There was like 8 different REMs in different outfits, and it was really stressful.
No escape from REM. That show's been off the air for years, and still, REM figures everywhere you look. This was in a candy store that was very close to here.
I think they were still making episodes of that show.
Are they?
I feel like
maybe they are. I don't fucking know.
I've
never watched ReZero.
No, that was one I thought you would have seen that. It's one like the streets are into.
It's like isekai. I don't want to watch isekai.
Okay.
Alright, here's something I'm even more outraged about than isekai. They made gacha Pez dispensers. the whole idea of Pez Dispenser is that you can collect them by just buying the ones you want. You want Ariel? There's Ariel. You want Sleeping Beauty?
I think that's
Cinderella?
Yeah,
You want Cinderella? It's just fucking Cinderella. You don't have to roll for 9 different possible heads. LOL surprise. God damn. So, you know, I collected Pez dispensers as a kid. I was pissed off on behalf of my childhood self. Then we went to a bookstore.
That only sold books in French.
It was a nice bookstore, but yeah.
It was a very pleasant atmosphere.
Mm-hmm. But it is a little disappointing that, like, every book you pick up, you're like, oh.
This one was a shout out to Gleb.
Shout out to Gleb. We saw all the No Scarred books. I think maybe Gleb is watching these.
Whoa.
I feel like one time I mentioned something, he's like, yeah, I saw it in your video. I was like, what the you watch Keith's YouTube channel?
You know what? Shout out to Gleb.
Shout
I
out
saw
to Gleb.
you in the Stephen E. Mumblecore film, and I thought this guy's powerful.
Yeah, and you weren't wrong. Dude is hella powerful. And big No Scarred fan. Had to shout out him. Oh yeah, I meant to send this to Kevin. Find out what pelegra means. But if you're watching this, Kevin, and I forget to send it to you,
Tell us
well,
about
what does this
pelegra.
mean? Tell us about pelegra. We went to a record store. It's a pretty cool record store.
This is a pretty cool record store. I almost bought a Boris record, and then I was like, I'll wait until we go to the other record store. There was something I want there more.
Yeah, it's
But
good
they
to...
did have the flood reissue, and that is pretty fucking sweet.
Shoutouts to Sue.
Yeah.
Who, I don't think even knows I make YouTube videos.
Literally because Sue tweeted about them, it was just like, this is the most important band ever. And I was like, well, I gotta check this out. And I was like, oh, this is fucking sweet.
Oh, really? It was Sue that got you into Boris?
Yeah.
Dang. You should tell her that. She would be very happy to know that.
I think Sue would be terrified to know anything about us.
Yeah. This was, I don't know. I saw this big fan. I like this big fan.
It made you think of the scene from Ava.
Yeah, it made me think of... Yeah, let's get a screen cap of it. Dang, I thought this would be, like, trivial to find. In my mind, it's, like, an iconic scene. But the scene where this guy gets shot... Spoilers for 25-year-old anime, but... scene where this guy gets shot, there's, like, a big, slow, rotating fan in the background that kind of looks like this fan. So I was, like, transfixed by this. We were just kind of wandering around at this point. I saw this house, looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Blue.
Oh yeah! Nacho Libre, the Nintendo phone.
What the hell is up with this?
Have you ever seen Nacho Libre?
I have not.
I was when I was a child, and I was only aware of wrestling in the abstract of my brother watched it when he was a kid and liked Hulk Hogan and Macho Man. I was very into Nacho Libre the film.
Ooh, it's Jack Black, right?
Yeah, it's Jack Black playing a Spanish guy. That's probably considered offensive today.
Latino face.
Him doing he's not I don't think he's in any makeup to change his skin. He just has a mustache and speaks in a accent.
I feel
Antonio Banderas' Puss in Boots kind of exaggerated.
Like the self-parody accent.
Yeah.
Except that Jack Black is totally white.
Yeah, I don't remember most of it. There was a part where he's in love with a nun, and him and the nun get together or something, or some kind of priest woman, maybe a nun, or maybe he dresses up as a nun. I just remember the ending. It was not important. I remember
loves or dresses as a nun.
Maybe both. Maybe both. It was 2004. Who's to say? But we had it on a Rogers movie channel that we were getting for free, and I watched it so many times that my mom had to tell me to stop watching it because I just really loved the ending scene where he beats the bad guy, who's some really huge guy in a golden mask. They just have a scene of him getting covered in oil.
Positive.
Yeah, no, it's like him getting ready for his
getting oiled
match.
up. Okay.
And he's I'm gonna look so fucking buff and shiny and golden, and I'm gonna go beat the shit out of fat Jack Black in a luchador mask.
Jack Black's not having that shit. I think he's trying to save a school.
Yeah.
Because I feel like all of his movies,
of
he's trying to save a school in some form or another.
Jack Black loves education.
That's right. Jack Black is for the children.
Even Tenacious D is about education. That's a lie.
Okay, I was like,
it's not
do I forget the actual plot of that movie?
Like they're going to use the pick of destiny to save a dying school of orphans.
Satan is trying to blow up the school. It was a nice little mural on some back streets. This was like a scary mural. It's like
just a guy in a hockey mask.
Yeah,
just like an old style hockey mask.
Who was also a guy in a hockey mask? Friggin' Jason, and he killed dozens of people.
Kind of underselling the body count. First of all,
I don't know. It's probably some weird YouTube channel where it shows Jason's death count.
it's probably because like 100 people or something. I've seen all of those movies.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen any of those movies. I know the first one is like a classic, like John Carpenter classic.
It's like, I don't know, the first one is not, I shouldn't get into this because it will talk forever and this is not supposed to be about that. The first one is like a little bit boring. It has a very young Kevin Bacon in one of his earliest roles. I think this is like a pre-Footloose Kevin Bacon. He's just like a young hot guy. Just a young, dumb little hottie.
And he gets stabbed.
Yeah, like,
excellent.
It's a very good kill. It's like an arrowhead or something. It's like Jason's under the bed and stabs up through the bed and it comes out his chest.
Classic, good.
Very good. It doesn't really get awesome until like the fourth one.
See, I remember
features Corey Feldman and also
hell yeah,
Crispin Glover in like one of the greatest roles of all time.
So I remember the Red Letter Media ranking every John Carpenter movie, and they have a lot of praise for the original, but like they both say, oh yeah, it's pretty boring.
Okay.
But that's what appeals to me.
Wait a sec.
Wait.
John Carpenter did not do Friday the 13th.
Oh, I thought Jason was the guy in Halloween.
No, Halloween's Michael Myers.
Oh,
okay.
man.
I thought you just meant, when you said John Carpenter classic, I thought you meant like held up with like classic John Carpenter movies.
No, I just got those two franchises like completely mixed up. Okay, wait, hold on.
Oh my god. This is the worst episode yet.
No, this is the best episode yet. Wait, why did I just... Okay, here we go. So, Halloween...
I've also seen every Halloween.
Okay.
Different.
But which one... Jason is the one with the hockey mask.
Yeah.
And that's Friday the 13th.
That's Friday the 13th.
I don't think I've seen any movie in either of these. Maybe like randomly at a party or something, but like...
Not even like Nightmare on Elm Street? Those movies?
That's the one with Freddy.
Freddy's got the
knives.
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen
that first one, literally the opening credits says introducing Johnny Depp. In the first Nightmare on Elm Street. He's so
That's
young.
amazing.
He's a little baby boy.
Everybody's getting their starts in these
classic
big
films.
horror franchises. I don't know. I'm up for trying watching one. I'm like always been kind of curious. But I'm only interested in the boring ones. When they were saying, "Oh, it's good, but it's boring," I was like, yes.
Slow burn in this movie.
Slow burn, you say. Lots of scenes with no point, you say. Anyways, this guy is scary. I like this flower. This is a good flower.
He's a happy little guy.
Yeah. A little scary.
Is that like Audrey Hepburn?
Yes. Yeah. But she's all like covered.
Have you ever seen
Like
Wait
a
Until
scene.
Dark? I should stop asking you if you've seen movies.
This just becomes like movie podcast with like a picture in the background. This is a nice church. I like the oxidized steeples and stuff. This was a sticker on some telephone pole. Cesspool with this cat question mark.
Yeah, it's toast.
This does. It's my little boy. And I definitely thought this said T-bone autistic for a little bit. This is the same church? Or a different church? I think this is the same church and we just walked around the block and I took a picture of it again. And then just recently we went and got tacos.
Yeah.
Taco place down the street is the menu. I was very excited because they had birria tacos. Sarah's probably watching this. We've been kind of obsessed with birria for a while because not many places offer it. It takes like all day to make. And this is why they only have it certain days of the week, I think. And I got a little spooked because I couldn't remember, A, what days of the week were in French, and then also what day of the week it actually was. So I like wasn't sure if I could get birria or not.
That was like the only French thing I've known this whole trip. It's just the days of the week.
Cole came through and assured me that I could eat the birria
Well,
tacos.
I told you it was Friday to Sunday, and you just went, and then had to ask the woman that if it was Friday.
I don't know, man. I feel like as someone who has a job, I should know these things, but it just slipped my mind. Could have been any day. This was their big wall of tequila.
And they have a bunch of like luchador action figures.
Oh, I didn't even notice that before. We had some luchador portraits beside us on the wall too. It was pretty cool.
I wish I knew more of them, but again, my blind spot in wrestling knowledge is most lucha.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen a few events. I know a little bit, but
Someday you'll have your Mexico phase. We should maybe watch some Mexican wrestling since we're in like a Mexican household. Sort of.
Yeah, maybe. I've never seen a lucha show that wasn't like in some way a complete fucking mess.
Yeah, in like a fun way or in just a like god.
There's like a very famous one where basically like everything goes wrong and every facet and like every match, like there's always just a huge botch or like no one gives a shit. Or like there's a bunch of old guys who just don't give a fuck, and then like the most notorious moment is that this guy in English commentary, Vampiro, is supposed to do a run-in into the match and starts just like yelling for people to play his music, and his music's not coming on. He's like refusing to enter until like AC/DC comes on.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
So he like holds up the match, just being like, "Play my fucking music." He like you can hear him fart on the mic too. That's another part of it. At some point, you hear him fart super fucking loud. He denies that if that was a fart that got picked up. That maybe it was just like the chair moving, but I like to believe that he just like ripped ass.
I feel like if you're at the point where you have to explicitly deny that a fart was a fart because of the accusations, you've already lost.
Probably.
You might as well just embrace it. Nobody's ever going to be convinced it wasn't a fart. Anyways, I ordered a margarita. It was very good. You can see Cole having a Sprite.
You're cracking open my Sprite.
Cracking open the Sprite.
Like a square who doesn't drink.
Nah. Drinking is for squares. Or something.
That's not how that works.
Anyways, there's my birria tacos.
They were very good.
They were. We'd swapped the taco from our plates. Exactly. I should have taken a picture of yours too. Even though it's extremely awkward. Yeah, you got carnitas.
Carnitas, that's what it was. It was very tasty. It was like pulled pork and like orange something, and you squeezed the lime on it. It was good shit. This place was awesome.
It was.
Everyone there was very friendly.
Yeah. Really nice, like, kind of like homey style, you know?
Yeah.
Didn't feel like very corporate and minimalized chain feel. But yeah, birria, it's like a beef stew that they make like all day. So it's this like really tender stewed beef. It's the filling, and then they fry the exterior of the taco in the juices of the beef, and then there's extra beef juices for dripping. So they're just like really, really, really meaty. It was delicious. And we've just been, I don't know, like, I think it was Jen started it. Shoutouts Jen, also not watching this. That she was like,
shoutouts to Jen, the based god.
Yo, Jen is great. Jen is like S+. It's such a shame she's not watching this and hearing these compliments. But she got us like super hyped about birria, and then we found like a food truck that had them, and me, Jen, and Sarah like drove way out to like the furthest reaches of Kitchener to eat them. They're delicious. And then every time like a restaurant is like, yo, we're doing birria week, we just like freak out and have to go eat birria. It's so good.
I was told Jen was listening to Paramore in her car when Ash got in the other day, so it's just like, if I already didn't think she was just a hero for life, that like seals the deal.
That puts it over the top. Have you met Jen?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, at the Vux and stuff. Yeah, for the Canada Day.
I wouldn't be praising her this much if I hadn't met her.
That's right, yeah. That was good times.
She watched wrestling with us.
That's right.
Well, you guys were like out, and she like was aware of it because like her brother watches it or something, and was just
like,
okay, she was into it.
I know her brother James is like a big Kenny Omega fan. I think Jen might have been the person that told me about Kenny Omega in the first place. That's a good legacy.
Yeah.
And here's the Gangnam Style Cafe.
Yeah.
It's just a local Korean supermarket. I wanted to get some milk tea, so we stopped in here. Good. And then I saw this strange symbol. It's like anarchist fox, kind of.
Cat pentagram.
Kind of, yeah, pentagram-ish, anarchy-ish.
It's like a local thing, I'm sure. It's like if you know, you know.
And we don't know.
You don't know. We're out of the loop.
Any Montreal viewers of Keats the YouTube channel? What the heck is this? How can we get initiated? How can we get put on? Alright, that's it. Any final thoughts on this episode?
We should. This is the stuff we got.
Oh yeah, we got some stuff. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, actually, this I'm gonna give to Sarah, I think. So, spoilers.
What?
It's a souvenir.
Okay.
Should be a surprise.
We won't spoil it.
We won't spoil it.
Okay. The whole reason I even was like bringing up Sarah was kind of building to that.
No.
Like, sorry to Sarah, but just because I've never met you, I was kind of like, well, she's like relevant to this. I can bring this up. I've seen her comment. I was like, I see. Anyways.
Sarah, I got you something. You don't get to see what it is. Yeah, we got this at the candy store. It's hazelnut truffles. Wait, we can do the hazelnut truffles. Pretty good.
Truffles.
Pretty tasty. Oh, and I got a CD too.
Oh yeah, you got the CD from the record store. They're like cookies with like Oreo cream filling. That we also got from the candy store.
These are pretty good.
Yeah, these taste pretty good. We haven't tried this yet, but it's like a chocolate bar with small Oreos embedded into each square.
This one is scary to me.
Sounds really funny.
This one feels like an AI generated this food image. Let's give it a try, yeah.
Try it on camera right now. Emily Montreal episode 4, going wild.
I also got this CD. This is a kind of boy packer type wrapper that I'm into.
Yes, boy packers.
So my friend who lives here, Richard, also really likes Y, and we were actually just talking about Y a bit ago. So it was very auspicious that I found it.
It's for you.
Look at this. It's just got a mini Oreo embedded right in the piece of chocolate. It's strange.
I don't know what I expected.
Yeah, it's just a mini Oreo.
It's just like chocolate.
Some chocolate. It's not bad.
That one was good.
But I got another strange chocolate snack. I just remembered.
What are you doing?
We don't have to eat this on camera because it's more substantial.
I have a great bead curtain.
I've never seen this before, but I've noticed it in almost every grocery store here. It's some sort of soy chocolate pudding.
Oh, okay.
Could be good. Kind of forgot about it until now.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try this.
Check it out. I don't really want it now, but.
Nah. We have so much chocolate.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been going hard on buying snacks because it's just the novelty of it.
Yeah.
Alright. I think that's it.
That's it for Emily in Montreal, episode 4.
Yeah. I'm glad you knew it was episode 4. I couldn't.
I'm also here in
Cole is
Montreal.
here. Cole might be in a few more episodes.
Yeah, I'm here until
We'll do some
whatever day.
touristy type stuff.
Yeah, we'll see some museums, see the Barbie Expo.
Yeah.
Some other shit.
Good times.
Yeah.
Alright. Bye.